Knock knock. Hi there, it's me, a little anchovy, living in the Black Sea. My friends and I are so excited for the Ocean Decade because you are all connected for us for our lovely home, Black Sea and beyond. The Black Sea is unique. It is rich in biodiversity, has a strong marine cultural heritage and natural resources. Since the earliest days of our planet's geological history, this place has been home to so many living beings like me. It is such a sea that hugs every one of us with its wide arms and brings life from the heart of Asia and Europe. Do you think this is all? No! It unites societies across different coasts and countries. While it is a meeting point for rivers flowing into the Black Sea, its only connection with the open ocean is the narrow passage Bosphorus. Our sweet home is quite vulnerable because of this isolation. Every small step taken by people insensibly harms its ecosystem and us more than other sea and ocean basins. It is suffering for decades from stressors such as eutrophication and hypoxia, overfishing, invasive species, and climate change. Our resilience is decreasing day by day, and if the Black Sea is not kept healthy, it will be harder for us to survive, to live in harmony again, to leave the next generation a healthy and sustainable Black Sea. We need you to join your voices with ours. Now, my friends and I know that we are not alone. We have 17 young ambassadors from the Black Sea countries who help protect it for a better future. These young ocean professionals with different backgrounds in science, policy, and maritime sectors came together to reveal the unknowns of the Black Sea and reconnect missing links between scientists and society. They conduct research to gain in-depth knowledge on the Black Sea and empower ocean-engaged citizens for a clean, plastic-free, better valued, and blue growth in the Black Sea and beyond. Let me give the floor to the faces of the Black Sea to tell you what they are doing for us and the ocean we want.
In the Black Sea, the most productive and diverse ecosystems are formed by seagrasses and by brown algae of the genus Testacea. They are an important link in coastal food webs and also create unique habitats which provide shelter and nursery areas for a considerable number of species. In recent decades, these unique ecosystems disappeared in many areas of the Black Sea. To protect them, I studied taxonomy, ecology, and distribution of these marine forests. We need to restore and protect Testacea communities in the Black Sea because they are an important part of healthy and resilient future of our sea.
Did you know that the concept of the blue economy is not only important for creating growth and jobs while using oceans and sea resources sustainably, but also helps us to fight climate change and restore biodiversity? In the process of investigation of climate change and the ocean throughout international network building and experience, I became assured I had to pay particular attention to blue economy and blue growth. Consequently, I decided to research the aspects of blue economy in the coastline of Georgian Black Sea region, to study the sectoral preparedness to its successful implementation with the aim of guiding the general public to use blue economy principles in everyday life.
If there is no dolphin, there is no fish. Everything is connected in the ecosystem, as we all know. As a marine biologist, I focus on the marine mammal conservation studies in order to combine both ecology and genetic basis of marine biology studies. I specifically investigate the genetic structure of dolphin species in the Black Sea, and I try to plan conservation strategies for them.
As a maritime transportation engineer and a navigating officer, I can tell you how important pollution prevention protocols and the development of carbon-neutral vessels are. During my college year, I studied and then applied practically on the vessels the navigation principles for a sustainable future of shipping and a healthier Black Sea. And now, as Black Sea Young Ambassador, together with my fellow ambassador, I aim to raise awareness on carbon-neutral marine transportation and its importance as a blue growth sector.
I have been exploring opportunities for the achievement of this Sustainable Development Goal number 14 for the Black Sea region, the problems of oil pollution, the benefits of ocean clusters and marine spatial planning, as well as the impacts of climate change on the Russian coast railway infrastructure. I'm a strong advocate for a holistic approach, and my work at the Science Policy Interface makes me confident that the integrated approach is the way forward that will help solve the challenges that the Black Sea is currently facing.
Did you know that anchovies are ecologically and commercially very important fish species for the Black Sea? However, due to the pollution and overfishing, there is enormous pressure on our tiny friends like other fish species in the basin as well. And I'm here to give a hand to the Black Sea by working to ensure their sustainability. I'm taking part in the stock assessment of the Black Sea fisheries, which will help the policymakers to take management measures.
Have you ever wondered what happens to the cargo ships that illegally dump their oil waste in the sea? What about the oil emerging from old sunken ships? Spoiler alert, they stay on the seafloor for decades. I'm a physicist who has dived in the deep science waters of the Black Sea, studying it from space. For my research, I use satellite data to detect pollution events in the Black Sea. I can also see poorly treated wastewater being discharged directly on beaches and flowing into the sea, causing serious concerns about the marine habitat and the people's health bathing there.
My dear little anchovy friend, I hope the Black Sea will soon become a more secure environment for all its land and sea inhabitants. The Black Sea represents a crucial area for alternative energy routes, a maritime land rich in fossil fuels, and a focal point of power projection derived from different regional power poles. For that, in my research, I focus on exploring the impact of energy security on the overall Black Sea regional cooperation process.
I focus on benthic invertebrates and associated bacterial genetic diversity inhabiting the Black Sea, Danube River, and Danube Delta. I strongly believe that genetics revolutionize the biodiversity understanding, being critical for the future resilience of marine and freshwater ecosystems. At the same time, I'm involved in ecological awareness activities to foster a sense of community and environmental responsibility to the young generation.
Did you know that the two rivers, Prut and Dniester, directly connected to the Black Sea, can help predict changes in the sea basin? My research path as an environmental chemist is more related to the study of different pollutants in soil and water. The understanding of ecological and chemical state of rivers could predict changes in the Black Sea basin.
Do you know that the Black Sea's water resources are endangered due to global warming? And action now is more critical than ever. With my study on the evolution of contemporary climate change on the territory of the Republic of Moldova, I aim to promote the rational use of water resources and sustainable development in the Black Sea basin.
My research focuses on the health assessment of marine invertebrate communities and the changes in their structure and functioning as a result of human impacts. Specifically, I study invertebrates living in seagrasses. Seagrasses are biodiversity hotspots that capture and store CO2 and also protect our coasts from erosion. However, they are very sensitive to bad water quality and have significantly shrunk in recent years, along with their associated communities. Hence, providing full scientific knowledge on human impacts would help improve the conservation and restoration prospects of such marine ecosystems.
Did you know that global climate changes have affected the changes in the characteristic parameters of sea region, causing natural disasters such as wind storms? Forecasting is essential to prevent such natural disasters and related shipwrecks and therefore marine pollution. To make more accurate marine forecasts, in my PhD research I focused on forecast and verification of marine characteristics.
Water knows no borders. I am from Georgia, the Black Sea region. The sea is the beautiful aspect of our country. During my master's studies in nature resources, I had the chance to join field trip in Black Sea to put my theoretical studies into practice to monitor dolphins, who motivated me more for protecting the Black Sea. I am a part of many civil society organizations on the top of being Black Sea Young Ambassadors to be able to contribute into protection and sustainability of the Black Sea and make our youth voice heard.
The biggest changes in the marine carbon cycle are likely to come because of climate change. Proving knowledge about this type of cycle has a very essential role in mitigating the impacts of the global climate change. Therefore, in my studies as an oceanographer, I aim to observe carbon fluxes from land to sea, link current and historical observation to make future climate predictions, and test the sensitivity of the Black Sea to extreme events with the help of a model.
As Black Sea Young Ambassadors, we are a group of early carrier ocean professionals. We created an appreciation gesture to show our love and respect to all seas and oceans. We established our fleet with the Black Sea wind in our sails and turned our route to our sustainable, healthy, and resilient Black Sea. What we all want and need for the Black Sea goes for all healthy seas and oceans. To reach our goal, we have a lot of facilities now. We have Ocean Decade principles and our Black Sea strategic research and innovation agenda to guide us. And, of course, we have Little Anchovy to inspire us. We started to take action for the Black Sea, but we cannot do it without you. We know how strong we are when we are united for one ultimate goal. Join us to rebuild our oceans we need for the future we want.